How's it going, guys? It's the Cranky Yankee here. Just a thought occurred to me. I was just thinking, you know, it's 2018, right? We, as a society, as a species, as people, are really involved in rights, equality of all peoples from all walks of life, all genders, all races, all sexual orientations, everything. You play women. Okay, I know you play in like just women's league, but still, let me know if they. I don't believe they do. I argue it should be. Why not? Why does it have to be men's hockey, women's hockey? Why can't it just be hockey? Like, period. Why can't we just say that you play hockey? You're a woman that plays hockey, but why do the rules of the game have to change based on your gender? I don't believe they should. And as it is, we're getting away from fighting in the National Hockey League as it is. Now, some of the lower leagues in men's hockey and in juniors fighting is still a big deal. But the guys who tend to spend the majority of their time fighting on the ice aren't the ones that end up in the higher leagues in hockey. I can tell you this too. I watched the SPHL, and that's the lowest professional hockey league in North America. And they don't fight nearly as much as they used to either. I mean, you're more likely to see a fight at an SPHL or an ECHL game, I don't know about AHL, than you are at an NHL game. But I've seen a big difference even in the 3 years that I've followed the SPHL, and I've seen the games live, and I've seen a game every year for the last, at least 1 or 2 games every year for the last 3 years. And I've noticed that when I first started watching it, they were a lot more physical. And they fought a lot more. And I've seen now that they're going the same way the NHL. They want more skilled players, talented players. They want speed. It's more about speed and offense than it is about going out there bashing heads and beating people up. Now, I went to their first home game of the season, and there was a fight in the first period. It wasn't very long before the team started fighting. However, the teams that were playing, Pensacola and Birmingham, they don't like each other. They built this really nasty rivalry last season because it was Birmingham's first year. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. But yeah, so you'll still find it. But it's not what it used to be. It's not as big a part of the game as it once was. Now, I argue that I think we should at very minimum allow checking in women's hockey. Why not? I can tell you this. If you allow more physicality in women's hockey, the women would like it more. Most of the girls that I've talked to that play women's hockey say they wish they were allowed to do that. Like, they want to check girls. Of course, they're much more mean and violent, in my opinion, when it comes to things. Girls are a lot more competitive than men at times. I see as a general rule, girls are a lot more competitive. Women's sports, to me, the girls hate each other. They really, really, like, they hold grudges and stuff. So but I think that especially in a game like hockey, that can make it so much more entertaining. It can make for some really good hockey. Not that women's hockey isn't good, because it is. There's some phenomenally talented women in women's hockey, like outrageously good, and they don't get enough credit. But I argue that in this day and age that we just decide to call the game of hockey, and we have the same rules for everyone. I mean, obviously, I think there should be differences for younger children, obviously, and younger people, because they are learning the game still. But once you get to the 18 and overs, I really think, or even you can argue like the 15 and olders, because the under 18s, especially in the juniors, are still the game is very similar to the NHL. I mean, obviously, with younger kids, you should have some type of rule changes, but that's because that's youth hockey. That's not hockey. I mean, we've had youth sports and adult sports for as long as there's been them, so it makes more sense to have youth rules as opposed to regular rules. But I think when it comes to men's and women's hockey and men's and women's sports of all, sorry about that. Katie called me. Sorry about that. Katie called. Hold on a sec. But I don't think there should be any difference. And I don't know as though there's any other sports that I can think of. I don't know as though there's really women's football, American football. But I know as far as, I don't know, they don't really have women's baseball. They have baseball and softball. So that's different. They have kind of their own separate sports. So I guess that's a different one. But I gotta go. Katie's getting at me. She wants me to go in there so I can go in the store. But that's just my question I want to pose to all of y'all. Do you guys think that checking and possibly fighting should be allowed in women's hockey? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And let me know if you play women's hockey. If you're one of the girls that subscribes to me and you play hockey, let me know what you think. But that's it for me. Katie is harassing me like crazy right now, so I'm gonna go. But I will see you guys again. I am the Cranky Yankee. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. We'll see you later.